of 2017 is upon us as we inch closer to the ball drop. Happy New Year's Eve and welcome into ABC 36 News at 11. I'm Katie Jackson. Veronica Jean Seltzer has the night off. We start off the new year with frigid temperatures dropping below zero by Monday. It can be dangerously cold out there tonight, so if you are out celebrating, make sure you dress in layers. We head over to the Weather Center now to talk about just how dangerous the cold can be.
Frostbite within 30 minutes. It's very dangerous out there, but Mother Nature's also throwing us another curveball here, mainly in the metro area. Let's take a look at it. It's our Fork Bank Skyview live shot, and right now we're at 13 degrees. Notice the wind chill, -1. All right, that's the first problem. But if you looked outside, if you're going to go out, look what's going on. We do have a little bit of light snow out there, and it's basically isolated almost directly over the metro. Richmond, you have a little bit right now. Mount Sterling, not much going on, but it's a very fluffy snow. It's about a dusting to maybe a quarter of an inch, just enough to give us some trouble if you're going to be out there this evening. So do please give yourself a little extra time, and certainly, of course, make sure you have a lot of layers as you go through the evening hours and on into tomorrow morning. Look at these temperatures. 2 already in Indianapolis, 4 in Chicago. Clearer skies are moving their way. Springfield, -1. Right now we're at 13 because of the cloud cover. It's keeping us a little bit warmer at the present time, but it's really the wind chills that makes the difference. Again, we're -1 here in Lexington, 3 in Richmond, 3 in Somerset, also ditto that for London. So here's your morning planner. 2 by the time you get up in the morning. I think the snow showers will be ending shortly, and we're not going to see much recovery as far as temperatures for New Year's Day, but there is some good news right around the corner, and I'll have all that in your 7-day coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, George. Now to some news out of Florida. A man visiting Polk City from Danville killed his nephew and shot his niece last night before turning the gun on himself. In a statement made today, the Polk County Sheriff's Office spokesman said deputies found 2 men dead and 1 woman injured in a Polk City home Saturday evening. Carolyn Stipe of Danville, Kentucky, identified the shooter as her husband, 68-year-old Ricky Jean Stipe. Stipe told deputies her husband shot their nephew, 65-year-old James Hanks, and Hanks' wife, 59-year-old Kathleen Hanks, before shooting himself. According to the spokesperson's statement, Stipe says her husband refused treatment for schizophrenia. She told authorities her husband had been upset throughout the day, and he shot the other couple after James Hanks confronted him. Authorities say Kathleen Hanks is hospitalized with a gunshot wound and Stipe is hospitalized with chest pains. A man is behind bars after Lexington police say he attempted to shoot another man. It all happened around noon yesterday in the 500 block of Ohio Street. Police say 33-year-old William Higgins pointed a gun at another man and pulled the trigger, but the gun was jammed. The victim was able to escape and call for help. Police were able to locate Higgins a few blocks away on Chestnut Street. Now, ABC 36 reported Higgins shot a man in the back of the leg near Chestnut Street earlier this year. He was charged with assault. This time, Higgins is charged with attempted murder, trafficking, marijuana, and tampering with evidence. The Fayette County coroner has identified the woman that was killed yesterday morning in a rollover crash on Interstate 64. Officials say 32-year-old Savannah Rose of Inez died of blunt force injuries in the crash. The fatal rollover closed down all westbound lanes of I-64 for hours near mile marker 84. According to police, a truck left the roadway just after 6 a.m. and flipped into the median. Officials say Rose died at the scene. The driver was taken to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash was not clear. A Lexington-based company, Big Ass Solutions, otherwise known as Big Ass Fans, has been sold to a New York-based private equity firm for $500 million. In a news release, Lindsay Goldberg announced it bought the company. Big Ass Solutions is leading manufacturer of fans, lights, and controls for industrial, commercial, and residential use. School officials around the state are encouraging parents to begin preparing for new immunization requirements for school children. According to the Associated Press, the law takes effect with the 2018-2019 school year and requires all students to receive a hepatitis A vaccine and students 16 and older to get a meningitis booster. Officials say that it's imperative to start preparing now because the hepatitis A vaccine is given in 2 doses that are 6 months apart. Students are required to at least have the first shot to enroll. Other school districts are also advising parents to take action early. Kentucky's new immunization guidelines were adopted before the hepatitis A outbreak that began sweeping the country. About 30 patients have been reported in Kentucky, mainly in Louisville. Now let's talk New Year's resolutions. There are things a lot of us want to do more of or even improve on. For some in New York, it's about leaving things behind. A giant shredder in New York City allowed visitors to literally shred memories from this past year. It was part of the annual Times Square New Year's Eve Good Riddance Day celebration. Lisa Rosner has more.
Bad memories from 2017 shredded into thousands of pieces in a truck at the crossroads of the world.
Today I shredded our $25,000 of debt. We paid it off in this entire year.
Cigarettes and laziness. So a little too lazy this year. As a Jets fan, 5 and 11, I've seen too many of those, and we need something new. So I'm shredding that bad season.
It's the 11th year the Times Square Alliance put on the event, where people can write down the bad things they experienced this year and say bye-bye to them.
I shredded something that I want to get rid of for 2018, which is homophobic comments from other people.
Today's bone-chilling temperatures didn't stop the crowds, including the naked cowboy.
I'm shredding pants.
Did you ever wear pants to begin with, though?
It's kind of just a joke.
Now, some of these you really don't need to shred, but a lot of people say just doing that is so therapeutic.
I've been looking forward to this day since it was first announced.
Some people saying good riddance to a suitcase worth of things.
I found stuff from, forgive me, the 1980s. It had to go.
So the hope for 2018?
Less is better. Less is better.
This truck taking up to 4 tons of stress, bad jobs, dates, and fears off everyone's shoulders from 2017 in the same spot where thousands will ring in new beginnings for 2018 in just a few days. In Times Square, Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.
ABC 36 is Solid Blue. This Solid Blue report is brought to you by Paul Miller Ford. Drive happy.
All right, folks, here's a stat for you. Kentucky has won every single game against the opponent after U of L in the Coach Cal era, hosting Georgia on New Year's Eve. And if you watch the game, it was a slugfest in this one. UK shoots just 32% from the field, but they grinded out a game-high 21 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Young man's been having a great week. Hamidou Diallo goes for 10 and 10 boards, 15 for Quade Green. And how about Wendy Gabriel, 6 and 10 on the glass, including that late 3 to ice it. 66-61. Cats now 1-0 in SEC play-in. That's good.
This is our first league game. Now, if you look back, you remember Mississippi, like double overtime? Was that with the 14-15 team, the team that went 38-0? I mean, it's league. It's hard. It's hard, you know? But it's a W, and I told them to enjoy it.
We'll have more from Cal later in the show. Plus, the UK women continue to spiral the wrong way. And a little football talk, too, so stick around. That's all for sports. Katie, back to you.
Thank you, Brian. Now get out your coats, hats, scarves, and gloves because it's going to be a cold one. And now it's snowing. We have more weather for you next.
You're watching ABC 36 News Weekend Edition.
Coming up Monday on Good Morning Kentucky, if you suffer from heartburn or acid reflux, this may be good news for you. A new procedure may help relieve your symptoms. We'll tell you all about it Monday on GMK.
You reach that wake-up call and you're like, okay, I'm going to have to do something about my weight. They helped me lose 110 pounds. I feel healthy, more outgoing, more confident, just better about myself. Ageless saved my life. It works, and I would do it again in a minute.
Before you send your kids out in the cold, turn to the ABC 36 Snow Watch for up-to-date school closings and business delays. Snow Watch is brought to you by Morehead State University and Quantrell Subaru.
If you're over 40, it's probably your hormones. Get started right now with the free hormone survey at 25again.com. 25again, hormone experts for optimal aging.
The Ford year-end sales event is in full swing.
Hey, Santa Claus is coming.
'Tis the season.
No, That's him in my blind spot.
He is rocking that scooter.
With a sidecar.
Doesn't need reindeer, baby.
Making the holidays happen. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get a Super Duty with up to $4,000 total cash. That's $4,000 during the Ford year-end sales event. Going on now at your local Ford store.
If you're over 40, it's probably your hormones. Find out for sure with the free hormone survey at 25again.com. 25 Again, hormone experts for optimal aging.
Jason Myers and the ABC 36 Storm Team, independently certified most accurate in Central Kentucky for the 4th year in a row. Brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. In good weather or bad, there's Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. ABC 36 Storm Team weather is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. In good weather and bad, there's Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. The ABC 36 Storm Team forecast, independently certified the most accurate in Central Kentucky.
Welcome back. So bad news. I'm sitting at my desk with the heater plugged in, even though I'm inside.
It's cold in here, yes.
And there's some snow, there's a little bit of mixed things. It's what, the coldest New Year's we've had in how many years?
In a very long time. One of the coldest ones on record that we'll be seeing tomorrow. And in fact, it's so cold out east, they've even canceled a couple of the polar bear plunges. And you know that's cold when that happens.
So polar bear plunge, water, so plunging into ice, that sounds like broken bones.
That would happen, yes it would. So,
Stay
but
inside,
anyway,
please.
hey guys, it feels like the North Pole out there, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, but we do have a little bit of snow to talk about, and I will explain why we're seeing a few light snow showers out there. But right now at the Bluegrass, it's 12 degrees, 0. That's what it feels like on the exposed skin out there. And you can see the winds are still out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour, and the winds, unfortunately, are going to stay somewhere between 5 and 10 for the next 24 to 48 hours. So the wind chill will be up there. Here's our live Fork Bank sky view shot. And you can see a little bit of dusting out there. It's not much. It's about a dusting to maybe a quarter inch. What's going on is the cold air is funneling into central Kentucky, and it's just squeezing out any leftover moisture, very fluffy, almost crystal-like, that's falling out there right now, and it's sporadic. It's just a couple of spots here and there. Some of you aren't even seeing anything, and you won't see anything. But nevertheless, if you're going out later on tonight, do take it easy. There could be a couple of slick spots. But our weather headlines, dangerously cold, not only for tonight, but also for tomorrow, and then again on Tuesday. And then we're going to possibly get above freezing. Again, we will, but it may take a week for us to get there, unfortunately. And of course, I'm fairly optimistic, always looking for some good news. Hey gang, the days are getting longer. In fact, we have already added on 3 minutes and 30 seconds of daylight since the first day of winter. How about that? All right, temperatures. Oh, you think we're cold here. Take a look up to the north of us. Our friends, Indianapolis at 2 right now. Springfield already down to -1. Chicago at 4. Coming back home, we're all in the teens at the moment, but the big number, well, when you attack on the winds, look what happens. We're 0 here in Lexington. Frankfort, you're at 2. Monticello, it already feels like -5 down in your area. We have some 3s to go around. Richmond, Somerset, London, Jackson. So, again, if you're going out, layers, and cover up, please, because, again, it can take as little as 30 minutes to get some frostbite out there if you're going to be out and about. Here's what's going on. We have a little bit of clouds out there. We continue to have a northwest fetch of air, and the cold air continues to come in, and it's just squeezing out any leftover moisture pretty much right over the metro at the moment. Richmond, you have a few snow showers, and they continue to drift off towards the southeast, but they will be ending soon. So just a little bit, but a little bit can go a long way, especially with these temperatures. So for tonight, a few snow showers will be ending. The big picture, though, wind chills. In between -5 and -10, we'll get down to about 2. Some of you in the northwest quadrants could get down into the 0 range. All right, temperatures. Look what happens. A big dip here in the east, and we go up in the west, and it's kind of like a water bed. So when you sit down on one side, the other side does go up. Now, when I put it in motion, look what happens. It pinwheels off to the east. That's the part that we're in now. But another spoke of Arctic air now is starting to dive south. Expect that sometime after Wednesday. Now, futurecast again, we'll see the clouds overhead right now. They will be drifting out. So by tomorrow morning, we'll be partly cloudy throughout the day. Actually, it's going to be a really good looking New Year's Day. but dangerously cold once again. Now tomorrow night with those clear skies, that's when the bottom is going to drop out. I think we will be below 0 by the time you get up Tuesday morning. Now notice, as we go on into Tuesday, there's going to be another batch of clouds. See that little band right there? That's the shot, the beginning of another shot of Arctic air coming in after Wednesday. For tomorrow, though, 15, that's it, but there will be a lot of sunshine to go around. Here's your 7-day forecast, and there is some good news there. We do warm up to about 28 on Wednesday, but notice, next week at this time, finally, and I mean finally, 37 degrees, and that is above freezing, first time in several weeks.
Thank you, George. Now, as we talk about staying safe in the cold tonight, let's talk about how to say cheers to the New Year's safely. With more, here's Arlette Sinez.
Clinking champagne glasses at midnight, sipping on cocktails as you watch the ball drop, or throwing back a beer at a bar with friends. Alcohol is a popular way to ring in the new year, but it can also be dangerous. Binge drinking is associated with a number of risks, among them car accidents and violence. Health officials warn it can even increase your risk of sexually transmitted diseases and unintended pregnancy. Fortunately, there is a way to celebrate safely. First, set a limit and stick to it. Ladies, that means no more than 4 drinks within 2 hours. For men, 5 drinks is the max. Also, let family and friends know where you'll be celebrating. Keep a charged cell phone on you at all times and stay in touch. Of course, if you have been drinking, you shouldn't be driving. Safest course of action? Pick a designated driver beforehand or take a taxi or public transportation. And lastly, drink plenty of water to prevent that headache the next day. Your 2018 self will thank you. With this Medical Minute, I'm Arlette Sinez, ABC News.
We will be right back after this break.
At Rallies and Checkers, the stakes couldn't be higher. Because in this van, gaming is no joke. The rules are simple. Winner gets an all-white meat, extra crispy chicken strips box loaded up with famous seasoned fries for just $2. And the loser buys. So always keep your game on point. The new extra crispy chicken strips and fries box for just $2. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Hey, I'm returning your stuff. Your motor oil, your paint, and all your other trash. You dumped it on the ground and it washed down the storm drain and into my water. Don't let it happen again. Or next time, I won't be so nice.
Stop polluting Kentucky's water by keeping trash off the ground. To find out how you can help, visit our website.
Wishing you the happiest of holidays from ABC 36.
Ring in the new year with style at the Burke Furniture New Year's Sale, where you're going to get 2 years with 0% financing. With a huge selection of sofas, sectionals, recliners, room packages, leather furniture, and more.
A beautiful home begins at Burke's.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Ring in the new year with style at the Burke Furniture New Year's Sale, where you're going to get 2 years with 0% financing. With a huge selection of sofas, sectionals, recliners, room packages, leather furniture, and more.
A beautiful home begins at Burke's.
ABC 36 brings you the Fort Bank Skyview, a network of high-definition cameras spread across the bluegrass that you can access anywhere, anytime at WTVQ.com. The Fort Bank Skyview, only on ABC 36.
Hello, crime fighters. I'm Ray, the DA. We're here at Fire Station number 1 on 3rd Street here in Lexington, and we're getting ready to take a tour of this fire station. It's a historic fire station in this town. It was built in 1928, and Amber is going to be given a tour with a couple of firefighters, and it's very interesting. So pay attention out there. Wake up.
Okay, we are inside fire station number 1. Where are we? What
we
room
are
is
at
this?
3rd and MLK. This is the bay area that houses the apparatuses. In here we have engine 1, along with ladder 1, EC1. We also have a surge apparatus, which is another backup ambulance, and then the city chief's car and the district major's car is here.
So this is kind of where all the action happens.
This is where all the trucks are staged, ready to go.
Well, I know this fire station has a lot of history in the community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This house was built in 1928, and it was renovated over the years to add on different areas to here where you're standing now as part of the original area.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Throughout the bay here, we've got a little gathering area that we've made along with our workout equipment because we have to be physically fit and active for the job.
How many trucks are there usually?
Usually we have 4 trucks here in the bays. The engine carries the water, ladder is nothing but a big toolbox, and then you have the ambulances over there.
And it's loud in case, anybody can't hear the beating. Oh.
The kitchen.
The kitchen. This is Ray's favorite part. So it's pretty homey looking. You guys try to make it, look normal.
We try to make it that way.
When you're at the fire station, how many hours do you work on shift? Like what is your usual day
We're
like?
here for 24 hours.
7 to 7.
Okay, so it really does need to feel like home.
Yes.
Ma'am.
And you were telling us that you guys cook every night?
Every night.
For how many people?
Here it's usually about 20 plus. So depending on who's coming.
So is somebody designated to go get the groceries? How's that work?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There's always somebody designated at the beginning of the day for tasks like that. So.
And then to make dinner?
That's not always the same person.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have preferences on who makes the better dinner?
Not really.
Ah.
Some do.
Okay. I was
Some
gonna,
do.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're just being politically correct.
How about the lieutenant? Does he ever do anything around here?
That is the best cook in this whole.
What the suck?
He's right. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. This is where the city is run.
Oh,
This area is where the city is run.
So this is pretty much the brains of the operation.
Pretty much from day-to-day activities, yes.
So tell us what that includes.
Making sure people are on trucks and enough trucks are staffed. Making sure runs are going out properly. If something separate needs to go out or whatever, the shift commander takes care of all that and designates who does that. So for a day, he runs the city. And this is one of the command vehicles.
All right. And so what would a command vehicle do?
When he shows up, he's in charge of the scene, and he's got different things that we don't carry on the trucks in his vehicle.
This is the guy calling the shots.
Okay, and they're obviously getting the VIP valet parking here?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You guys have a lot of cleaning stuff. Who cleans the station?
Everybody.
Oh, so that's kind of like
It's
a
our
task?
house. It's our house for a day.
Really? So everybody splits all the chores. That's interesting.
Yep. Clean the bathrooms every day, wash towels every day, mop the floors every day, clean up the kitchen every day.
So no maid service?
No.
Well, crime fighters, we're back, and we have just finished the first part of the tour of Fire Station number 1. Why one tour? Well, there's just too damn much to learn about here, so we're going to make it into two-part tour. So stay tuned. You'll see the rest later.
The opinions expressed in this segment are not necessarily those of the management and staff of ABC 36.
We will be right back with sports next.
Download the ABC 36 app to get up-to-the-minute weather alerts, breaking news, sports, and more.
Did you know there might be a silent killer in your house? If you smoke cigarettes, you're putting your family in danger of breathing in the chemicals that cause cancer, lung disease, heart disease, and death. Third-hand smoke is the smoke that is absorbed into the surfaces in your home, like the carpet, walls, and clothes, and the chemicals stay on those surfaces long after you put the cigarette out. The best way to beat third-hand smoke and protect your family is to quit. Take advantage of these free smoking cessation classes now. Go to MontgomeryCountyHealth.com.
Medicare doesn't pay for nursing home care. Most people don't find that out until mom or dad fall and need a nursing home. You should be prepared. I'm Robert McClelland, attorney at law concentrating on elder care. So many of our clients come to us in crisis, facing the loss of their home, savings, and leaving their families with tremendous financial burden. Start planning today. We can help you keep your home, your savings, and your peace of mind. Find out what you need to do before the fall. Call us today.
Have you ever wanted to be part of a TV show? Troy Thompson here, everyone, from The Younger You, a brand new show starting right here on ABC 36. Who's in for a complete makeover? Well, now is your chance from our expert team of plastic surgeons. So what's on offer, you may ask? Facelifts, Brazilian butt lifts, breast implants, liposuction, tummy tucks, upper and lower eye surgery, plus the famous mummy makeover. You need to email us at theyoungeryou.tv@gmail.com to be part of it and tell us how you can discover The Younger You.
It's good to be home.
Everyone can't wait to see you.
I guess they couldn't stay up.
To all military members stationed home and overseas, happy holidays from America's best-selling brand. During the Ford year-end sales event, take advantage of these exclusive holiday offers, like 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back, plus special offers for all military personnel.
Accurate forecast to plan your day around. Accurate forecast to keep you more informed. Accurate forecast right here on ABC.
You reach that wake-up call and you're like, okay, I'm going to have to do something about my weight. They helped me lose 110 pounds. I feel healthy, more outgoing, more confident, just better about myself. Ageless saved my life. It works, and I would do it again in a minute.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
My boys are the 10th generation to farm in Kentucky.
We take a lot of pride knowing that what I set on the table is a good product.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. You're getting an excellent quality product.
We believe in what we produce. We feed it to our own family, and we're happy to share it with your family. Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky,
feeding the world. The judgment-free zone is where you belong, and it's just $1 down and then $10 a month through January 10th. It's where you can be you. For $1 down and then $10 a month. Because everyone can use a little love. The world judges, we don't. Join now in club or online at planetfitness.com. Offer ends January 10th. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Hurry, this $1 down, $10 a month offer ends Wednesday, January 10th.
The passion, the dedication, the energy it takes to cover the teams you love. Alex Rise in Sports on ABC 36.
So it looks like Coach County's Cats are going to start the new year with 2 big wins in their back pocket and a new star, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, dropping over 20 points 2 games in a row. So things are looking up for 2018.
There you go. You got a
Looking
star
good.
on your head, too.
I know.
Hey, watch out for a little bit of snow tonight. The cold weather is out there, so it makes a lot of layers. And you know, Happy New Year, gang.
Happy New Year, and we will be here with you while you watch the ball drop. It's just going to be really fun. We're having a blast here, so I can say Happy New Year, and watch Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, and
Be
we
safe.
will see you tomorrow on the New Year.
Be safe. Happy New Year.